Yeah.
Beautiful day.
Clear day. Couldn't ask for a better day to race.
Let's get some breakfast.
Breakfast.
Well, we got some sausage, bacon, eggs, biscuits and gravy, fruit. Man, we got it all going on. Okay, you guys, get on it.
Even though you're camping in the middle of nowhere, you technically wouldn't need to bring even hot dogs and chips to the Arctic Man.
What's that? That's the Arctic Man bar, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Is that where they're going to have the drawing for the Calcutta and all that?
Yep, dancing, music.
We'll be in there later.
The camp is basically a city with many of the things you'd expect in a small metropolis. Food, bars, fuel, waste management, law enforcement, and even public transportation are all trucked in for the event. Speaking of transportation, the only pavement in sight is the road we arrived on, so we needed a better way to get around, and it seemed everybody else had already solved that problem.
The actual racetrack starts about 8 miles from camp. We heard the athletes were out practicing, so we headed into the mountains to check it out. It feels weird to have no caution signs, no roped off areas, not even trail markers. The only limits to where or how far you can go are really your equipment and ability.
You see camp down there. You see almost right where our RV's at. Right at the right side, right at the end. You know, this is a great bird's eye view of the camp when it's just got a skeleton crew in it. This time tomorrow and certainly the day after, it's going to look a lot different from up here.
Oh, yeah.
Add in 15,000 folks.
That's what we've heard anyway.
They had no idea back in the late 60s when they were laying out a pipeline that they were really building a great base camp for the Arctic Man.
That's right. These mountains are spectacular.
To ride a snowmobile up the sides of these, get your attention. I was following some of the gang up, the crew up, and it just looked like a vertical climb to me.
This 360-degree view.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. The mountain there's a little bit close, but the rest of it has got to be, I don't know how far. I wouldn't even venture a guess.
Just unbelievable.
50, 80, 100, 200 miles?
Yeah, I have no idea. No concept of distance up here. So this is where they start.
Yeah, this is a start. It looks a little more like base camp at Mount Everest to me. What do you think? This is when people talk to me about it. This is what I picture. I mean, you feel like you're on the top of the world here. And just one step and you're off the top of the world. Oh, you all right there? That's, you know, I've seen some ugly things in my life in the NFL. Nitschke, Butkus, Joe Green, Buck Buchanan. But looking down there, that is scary. Now, I mean... Racer ready? 3, 2, 1, hit it.
Back in the early years of Arctic Man, it wasn't uncommon to have amateur daredevils put life and limb on the line.
Racer ready? 3, 2, 1, hit it. Look at that. Man, he is booking. And he just looks relaxed. He didn't even look uptight. He's just like, he went airborne for about, what, 30, 40 feet. He's just a blur through here. Just a color splash right there as he goes by.